Our story begins in a nightmare. The black-eyed flesh prophet dances to and fro, flying a cryptic vision onto their skin. 5 masks of great power merge into one, destroying the landscape around them, leaving only a gigantic tree from which a mass of tentacles erupts.
Hey, that's not where the story started, Kratoq. It started when we arrived in the magical kingdom of the Arcanium.
No. It started with that creepy cultist, what's-his-face? Dorvin. Exploded into a nasty squid monster and we had to kill him.
Well, I technically didn't kill anybody, but I guess killing Dorvin did cause us to get tangled up with the Cult of True Chaos.
Yes, the cult was turning their members into terrible monsters, and it was up to us to stop them. To complete their plans, the cult needed to collect 5 magical masks, and they were traveling to the town of Greenest to do so.
You guys, I'm trying to explain what happened. I'm Kratoq, the simply superb Plumerian bard. That's my job. Yes, we were hired to spy on the Cult of True Chaos, but things went a little sideways. And we ended up racing them across the country trying to thwart their evil machinations.
We set the cult's caravan on fire and killed their floating meatball demon and burned down their living flesh for hood. That was after I knocked out Bonesaw in that cage match. Fucking awesome. Oh, TK37, by the way. Something of a leader for these randos. Everybody looks up to me because I'm kind of a badass telekinetic super soldier, all-around ass kicker. Escaped from underground science too, but it just none of this matters because I'm pretty sure none of this is real.
Meanwhile, I was being followed around by a fancy faceless ghost, but then the ghost took me to the moon, the actual moon, and asked me to help find their face, which I'm still, working on. Oh, and I'm Alora, a godling druid. I like raising succulents and keeping magical dirt in jars that help to heal people. I could become a demigod someday, if some other godling doesn't eat me first.
Oh, and let's not forget the time me and my robot goldfish Pesca spent a month in time jail with an alchemical weapon at the hands of a vampire. And now I'm on a quest to improve immortality, but looking back, it does feel more like a side objective. Oh, hello, I'm Weary, the tiefling artificer. I consume dangerous chemicals and occasionally cry about things.
And one time, I accidentally put on one of the masks of power, and it transformed me into a cybernetic nightmare. Anyway, my name is Glyph the Rogue.
I'm a mechanical automata.
Ever since I gained free will, I've been on the run from my former employers, Bywood and Bywood. I tend to deal with my unwanted emotions by throwing knives at things. This has led to many altercations.
Yeah, like the fight with the cultist and the banded mask, or the fight with the invisible flesh monsters, or the time we crashed a steampunk airship. I even had a musical battle of the bird bards with my ex-bandmate, Sam from accounting.
But we also met good people, like my treant uncle, Aldabramble, Cleanser Trevatha, Billy the Spider Horse Rancher, and St. Bernard Busybody, and all the good people of Enchantland.
I burned half of Enchantland to the ground.
It was mostly an accident.
And we haven't even touched on Nostradamus Corp, and their space station, or all the angry demigods, or everyone's weird flashback nightmares, or the time I got to drive a really cool mech.
Shut up! Y'all are getting too bogged down in the details. Let me make this quick. So we chased down the cult to Greenest. We killed a bunch of assholes. I slayed a giant squid dragon, and it was awesome, and everybody clapped. And then we completed the job by smashing a mask with a magic sword. Easy peasy. Oh, and then the whole town blew up with us in the epicenter. I mean, all around, successful mission in my book.
Except there are 4 masks left, and the Cult of True Chaos is still out there, and we all may be dead.
That doesn't matter. Like I said, none of this is real. Probably.
You stole our lives. My sibling will not grant you the comfort of death. Lay them all to rest, or your world will breathe its last breath. Arise, randos. Your story is not done yet.